Hello, my name is Regina Miller, and I'm answering a question that came in my DMs. And the question was, as a salon owner, how did I deal with booth renters not paying on time? And this is a good question that a lot of, salon owners deal with that have booths that you're renting and salon suites that you're renting. When you see people working in your salon all week long, late hours, day in and day out, and then when time to pay, they don't have their money. Now, the good thing about salon suites, they take the money out your bank account. Some, like solar suites, the ones that are already set up really well, not the individual ones, but the corporate ones, like I use solar suites, they take the money out of your bank account every Friday. So there's no such thing as being late. You either have it or you won't have a suite. I suggest don't go into a solar suite if you don't have a clientele that you know that's gonna help you pay your rent, your responsibilities. But as a salon owner of 5 salons, that majority was booth renting, this was my method: communication, because I wanted everyone to work. I wanted everyone to be able to pay their bills, my booth rent, their bills at home, and take care of their children. So I set up rules. Things like, if you're late, you get an add-on fee. Um, you know, if your station is not clean, that's an add-on fee. I had add-on fees if things weren't done. I had people come in to take care of my salon. So my booth renters, it wasn't a salon with like, oh, you got to clean my bathroom. No, I had all that under control. All you had to do was come to your booth, make money, and go home. You didn't have to do nothing but clean your area, your station. And I even had someone once a week come and do that. But, every day I wanted you to tidy up before you leave and in between your customers, because that's just how I run a clean environment. When you didn't pay your booth rent, I didn't have a tolerance for it. And that's the main point of this question. I didn't have a tolerance for people who didn't pay their booth rent. So what I did, I would pack a bag, a box, and I changed my locks a lot, because as booth renters, you give them access to the building. I gave my booth renters access to the building 24 hours a day, because I wanted people to work so that they can pay me. If I give you access and freedom to work, then I didn't have to worry about you paying me when time to pay what you need to pay for those lights that you come in on every day, and you turn that water on, the shampoo hair, and all the amenities that's in that salon. They were yours if you paid your booth rent on time. So I gave you what you needed to work efficiently. The lights were never cut off. The water was always running. It was always hot or cold when you needed it. The environment was always hot or cold. If it was hot outside, we had air. I always take care of the salon, the situation, the environment, to make sure everyone was great. So when time to pay your booth rent at the end of the week, there will be no excuses. And when they was, ladies and gentlemen, I pack boxes. I will go to the station, I will pack their box and change my locks. I had a very, very, very low tolerance for not paying your bills in my salon. And that's why this was a very heart-touching question for me, because this was the hardest part of being a salon owner with my booth renters. I did not tolerate, I did not tolerate grown people who should already have the mentality of responsibility not being responsible. I didn't know what to do with that. So the only thing I could do to show you, now the question would be after that, well, did they want to come back after you change the locks? And no, because I've always had a waiting list for my salons. People literally, hairstylists was on my waiting list to come work in my salons. That's how great of a salon owner I am. People want to work with me. So I can't tolerate someone who's breaking the rules and doing things that are not required to run the salon smoothly when I can have someone in here doing that. I never gave second chances and I never played around with my rules. And that is my answer to what did I do and how did I handle people who did not pay their booth rent on time in my salon. I hope this helps a salon owner to understand that you have to have rules and stand 10 toes down on them, because those stylists will run over you if you let them. It's your salon, it's your rules, it's your bills, it's your environment. How you want to keep it is on you. If they don't want to comply with what you got going on in your salon, then maybe they need to open their own salon. For me, I know that my environment was the best. My attitude and my support towards my team is what I would want somebody, and how I would want somebody to treat me, knowing in my earlier years that I was treated so badly as a booth renter. I treated them like I wanted to be treated. So to turn around and not follow the rules when you have the best of the best of the best, there's no tolerance there. So that's my answer, and I hope it really, really helped you to decide and just set some rules for yourself, your salon, because setting rules is very important and standing on them as a salon owner is very important. Playing and fun and trips and dinners and outings and events is great with your team, but if your team is not supporting the rules, you have no team. And I hope this helped you. Thank you for watching another Salon Talk with Regina Miller. You can ask me questions, DM me, email me, call me, and I will talk about them on Salon Talk. Thank you.